Let's go into coaching pathways. There's really, oh, yes, okay. It's weirdly placed. So, Karen, did you see? I thought perhaps you saw something. I missed a hand or something. This is oddly placed, actually. Sorry about that. So, coaching pathways. I'm going to jump ahead and then come back to this because it's useful to go back to that tree. There's really 4 fundamental pathways. They are: 1, coaching to enhance your workplace role, i.e., you're going to stay in your job and you feel that coaching will help you do that job better. Maybe you're a manager, maybe you're an L&D manager, maybe you're a HR person, whatever it might be, and you're saying, hey, I think coaching is the right set of tools that helps me do my current job better. Quick show of hands, who's in that position where you're going to stay in your role and coaching is going to enhance how you do that role? Oh, a few of you, that's great. Now, the interesting challenge for you guys, if you do embrace coaching as a part of the way you do work, is how you manage the multiple roles that you then have. Are you a manager? Are you a coach? You know, which of those people are you for that person, or are you just using coaching skills to do your management better? That's an interesting challenge for you when you start to use coaching in the workplace. I mean, I hope if you were to speak to Karen and Veta secretly away from me, they would concur with what I'm about to say. But I use coaching as a leader all the time. Like when I sit down with Karen or Veta or any of my team, I take a coaching approach, which is whether it's good or bad, what's going on here, whether it's like, wow, what's going on here, this is amazing, or what's going on here, this is troublesome. I always approach it with a coaching ethos. And I think that's how coaching can start to really affect how you do your work as a manager, as a boss, etc. Now, akin to that, but different, is internal coaching. Internal coaching is a subtle difference. It's when you're going to be employed, you're working for an organization, but you're going to do coaching as a dedicated part of your role, which is not the same as your other role. I.e., here I'm a manager, manage. I step aside, I do coaching. And I'm not coaching my line reports, I'm coaching some other group of people. Maybe they're from another department, or maybe I'll become part of a coaching function and I get distributed around the organization. Has anyone got that as an aspiration? You're an internal coach, so a pure part of your work is coaching. 1? Yeah, 2? Okay. We had a guy recently who's actually he'll be on the website soon, a guy called Patrick Orsini. He spoke at our summit this year. And the videos are, actually Bart is doing our videos as we speak. So Patrick will be on our website very, very shortly. But Patrick was a great character. He came on, but he's an Italian, very flamboyant Italian guy. And he came on, he was convinced he wanted to have his own business as a coach. He was convinced he wanted to be independent, leave employment. He worked really hard. He came on a mentoring program on how to start a business. And he wrote 21 emails, which he would do in a sequence. And every time somebody signed up for their newsletter, there's 21 emails. And then one day he said, Nick, I realized something really important. I was like, what's that, Patrick? He said, I don't want to have a business. I want to be employed and be a coach. And so then all he did is he adjusted his CV and put he was a coach, and he sought jobs that had coaching as a part of the function. And then within months, he became a team manager with an internal coaching role built in. And now he's the happiest guy in the world because he doesn't have to find clients. He doesn't have to worry about how he makes money. He's got a job. Here he manages, he's a project manager. Here he coaches. He loves it. So, you know, it's always possible that as you go through your journey of coaching, you'll find that you do want to actually become an internal coach. Number 3 is to integrate it into an existing service. So you're already a therapist, you're already a consultant, you're already something. You're self-employed, you've got your own business, but you see coaching as something you add into that business. Now, is anyone in the room who's in that position? You have a business, you're looking to kind of put coaching into it as an extra service. Yeah. Had that sense, and a little bit as well. Yep, cool. Normally we have more than that. That's quite interesting. Normally we have lots of yoga practitioners and Reiki practitioners and therapists. And
I'm doing Reiki and want to do this.
Okay. So they would kind of integrate.
Near future.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Sure. Makes sense. The last one is you want to become an independent coach. So you want to be self-employed, either full-time or part-time. So it means you might have a job, but you might also do this coaching malarkey part-time in the evenings, at the weekends, that sort of thing. Or you might go full-time as a coach. Who's that for? All right, yeah, as always, it's the majority, and I understand that. I understand it because I think, that as a school, we attract people who want that. Like, I think there's something about how we talk about ourselves and how we talk about coaching which attracts that. And I think, secondly, I think inside most of us is an urge to control our own destiny. You know, I mean, I've had my own business now for 18 years, and literally, you couldn't pay me enough to work for anyone. You just could not pay me enough to work for anyone anymore. I'm not only am I totally unemployable because I'm not a specialist, but I just wouldn't want to work by somebody else's tune. So I get that most people nowadays have an urge to start to control the life. In fact, coaching lends itself so much to that, because built into the coaching notion is control of life, isn't it, of your destiny. And business unquestionably allows us to do that.